Okay, welcome back, guys. Still your boy, the Legend FS Academy, and I'm so sorry. I'm doing this recording from my phone. It's quite unfortunate. Yesterday, when I told you guys that I'm having mic issue, so I got the mic. They wavy the mic from where I got it from to a particular destination where I wanted to go and pick it up. Or I picked the mic up, I tested it, it was okay. So on my way back home, I didn't know what happened. But when I just got home, I just found out that my laptop screen has broken. And it was so bad that I could not even see anything. Everything is just blank. And I felt so frustrated. I felt so depressed. But I just said to myself that is one of the game that you still, despite anything, will still keep on going. So that is why I'm doing it with my phone right now. So now I'm doing this video right now because a lot of uncertainty has been in the market. First, we'll be starting off with EURUSD. You can see I've already mapped out my structure on EURUSD. But first and foremost, for us to be clear on what EURUSD will do next, because a lot of people classify this double bottom, although this double top is valid, a lot of people classified it that the market is not that the market has changed. To them, the market may have changed, but I will show you. Let's first dive into DXY to know if the market has really changed or not, because as a swing trader and as a long-time trader who wants to be in the game for a very long time, you have to know what the DXY is saying. So first and foremost, we have to head over to DXY to know, okay, now we are currently on DXY. As you can see already, I have my structure mapped out. First, as a swing trader, you know I'm a swing trader. I have to go and do my top-down analysis, although I've done it before. And when the market went ballistic last week, I was just sitting on my hand to see when I say ballistic, when the market moved from here up here, when the market moved from here up here. So I sat on my hand. I was just waiting to see what the market would do next. So after then, I went to go and to reanalyze, and I found out that although the trend is still quite intact, we are still in a bearish phase from this monthly, weekly standpoint. So what I think that the market wants to do next is to fulfill technical criteria, which is, the moment the market broke out from this particular zone here, the moment the market broke out, there was no proper retest to this particular. This is a neckline, and you don't want to be joking with a double top on a monthly time frame. On a monthly time frame on DXY, you don't want to be joking with this particular double top. So the moment we had this particular double top, the market broke the neck, with about 2 months in bearish. So ideally, the market has to come and fill in. Although it came back this was a weekly. If you go to weekly, you will see it properly. But on a monthly, there is no proper retest on a monthly. So ideally, we should be expecting another touch to this particular neckline to retest this particular neckline properly before we can have that full bearish phase. As of now, what the market is doing is just to trap retail traders, those who are buying, those who are selling, and this is the moment where you will hear a lot of accounts blowed, because a lot of traders can't have that patience to understand that the market needs to fulfill some criteria before it goes down. So at this particular time now, I've said to myself that if there is no clear chart, that I'll be sitting on my hand until there is a clear move in the market. So now I've gotten this information from the monthly. I have to now head over to my weekly. Now we're on the weekly time frame. So what I can derive from the weekly is that we are having this particular. Let me pick it out. We are having this particular supply zone here, somewhere here. This supply zone here on the weekly standpoint. We are having this particular supply zone, and I may not be able to get it properly because I'm using phone. I'm not a fan of using phone to do recording, but nevertheless, we'll move. So now, you can see that the market tapped into this particular supply zone here. It bleed down, but the tapping was not properly. If you understand how to read market structure well, you will know that we are still technically bearish on DXY. This formation here is a bearish move. The market broke down. Let me draw it so that you can be able to get what I'm saying. Where is my part? Okay, the market broke here, retest, broke. Ideally, we should have another retest somewhere here. we should have another retest somewhere here, and the next move should be something like this. So this is a proper market structure. You should understand. So whenever you see this, relax and be calm, knowing fully well that the market, once the market is done technically, the market has to continue in its trajectory way, or else the market will give us a change of trend on the weekly time frame. If you're a swing trader, you know that your basic overall time frame should be weekly and daily. Monthly are just for you to confirm the trend. And on monthly, we've seen that on DXY we have what we call double top, and the neckline has been broken and retested. So weekly should be your guide, and daily should be also your immediate trend, and 4 hours should be where you execute your trade, and 1 hour. Okay, as a swing trader, as a day trader also, you have to be watching out for daily, 4 hours, 1 hour. You cannot take your trade on 15 minutes or 30 minutes, anyone you prefer. But that is by the way. So now I've gotten my information. I've gotten this that there's a supply zone here which the market has initially tapped in, but not properly. There's what we call proper testing and improper testing. I classify this as improper testing because there was no stop loss run, there was no liquidity sweep as of when it tapped in. So what I will be expecting this DXY to do next, the reason why we're taking our time to digest DXY is that if we can get it right on DXY, EURUSD, GBPUSD, USDCHF, those are very simple to get because DXY pretty control the market. Whatever DXY said, that is what EURUSD will obey. Okay, no sir, now we can see that this demand we've gotten from our weekly, let me adjust it properly. You can see that the moment we tap into this particular demand, there was a bleed down, and there was a bleed down. So, and it was this bleed down. I was not so comfortable with it, so I didn't take the trade. I was on GBPJPY trade sell. So I will also show you that. So now on this temporal buy that we have, this run up buy, let me show you guys this run up buy that we have. We are still having a temporal buy. This buy that we have is still valid. You know why I say it's still valid? Do you know why I say it's still valid? Let me show you why I say it's still valid. Where's my parts? You see, we have this break from here to here, and the market broke this particular zone here, which is not supposed. The market broke it and made a pullback to this particular zone again, and ideally we should have something like another pullback to this particular zone here. So what we now have here is what we call a liquidity sweep, and we call it stop loss run. So if I should be calling stop loss run and you don't understand, maybe some newbies, is also equivalent to a liquidity sweep for SMC trader. So we cannot have this liquidity sweep here on this particular weekly supply zone. Then we can have something like this. Then we cannot run back down. So this is my anticipation for now. This is my anticipation. This is what I'm assuming that the market will do next. So this is what I'm assuming that the market will do next. So if you've gotten this right on DXY, then you can now go back to EURUSD. On 4 hour, you can see that the market is still trying to push up. So you just allow it to sync up again until give you that proper change of trend first. For now, as a swing trader, this is the time for you to sit on your hands. Don't force trade. Just be calm and let the market do its things. When the market is ready to move, it will come and it will tell you that I'm ready to move. Then you will join it. So if you know how to trade properly and if you know how to read market structure properly. Now let's go back to GBPUSD and his brother. So let me quickly go back to the one I've already done my analysis on. I've done my analysis on this particular EURUSD first. You can see that on daily we have this particular double top, and on weekly it's saying another thing. First, I will quickly go over to a plain chart. so that I can be able to reanalyze and explain everything to you guys in detail. We'll be only be doing GBP USD and EURUSD, and I will touch a little bit about USDCHF and GBPJPY. So I don't want this video to be too long, at least 15 minutes or 20 minutes at max. Now I want to go to a plain chart on EURUSD. Okay, I have done this before. I just want to delete it. delete it so that it will not just complicate things. Okay, those are my analysis I've done before, even before EURUSD played out. So first and foremost, we want to head over to weekly. You can see that from our let's first go to monthly. You can see that the same thing we are seeing on the DXY is what we are seeing here. Where DXY is giving us double top, while EURUSD is giving us double bottom. So now, on EURUSD, we've seen that this particular neck was broken and it didn't retest properly. Same thing happened on DXY. It came and retested with a wick, but that wick was what we classify as improper testing. That wick, we need to see a full body candle on this particular neckline close. That will not classify as proper retesting, tested, but we didn't see that. So now what we have to do next is we've gotten our information what we needed, because we don't need to waste much time on this thing again. So and we are still hoping that the market will come back here someday to come and test it properly. But for now, let's focus on the weekly. On the weekly, you can see that we had this break of this thing here. We have this break of structure here. We have this break of structure here. We have, I can see I'm wasting time. We have this break of structure here. If you understand how to read structure, we have this leg to the upside. We have this leg to the upside here. We came back down here. We shoot up again, and the market came back again to come and test this particular zone here. The moment the market came back, it tested it, and the market shoot up. And the market shoot up. So now what intend to happen next is that this EURUSD likely will be playing around this particular zone until DXY tap into that supply zone. So that is why it seems that EURUSD is temporarily coming down again, which a lot of people have been calling that this is a neckline of this particular double bottom, that is a reversal pattern. I will not argue with them. I will not say it's a reversal, and I will not say it's a reversal. But what I'm saying is that I will be sitting on my hand until I see a neat confirmation, which DXY will have to give me. So what is happening currently now is just for the market to just fulfill some technical principle, but technically we are still bullish on EURUSD and we are still bullish on GBPUSD. Let me go back to my main chart so that I will show you what I've done on my main chart. This is my main chart. You can see that I have everything in line. If you check weekly, this is my line. This is the monthly one I just drawed on the plain chart. Let me go back to monthly so that you can see it. Okay, this is the monthly one. I got my monthly. You can see how everything is just looking so clean and neat. There's no fancy indicator, nothing, just the technical and the price action only. So you can see this is the weekly, which I mapped out, and the market tap into it, and the market shoot up. So ideally, I'll be waiting for. There is no supply demand zone here that has not been filled. There is no demand zone that has not been filled. The only one we can see here is somewhere here, but I will not be picking here as long as we have a niche structure here. So a break of a niche structure here. So this is where my eyes will be. This particular zone will be where my eyes will be for now. So now on daily, this is what we have again on daily. So ideally, so the market has to come and feel touch here. Market has to touch here, then we have another. If the market can get to this particular zone here, and we can have a reaction from this particular zone. If the market can get here, we can have a reaction. So, but for now, there is no trade. Why I say there is no trade for day trader, for scalpers, you can be getting in and out. But for swing trader like me, there is no trade for now. I will not be selling. I want to buy. I will not be selling. I want to buy. Reason being that my weekly and monthly is telling me buy. So the way I trade, I always wait for 3 time frame to align. If I want to take a trade on 4 hour, then my weekly, daily, 4 hour should be saying the same thing. But in this particular case now, I'm having a contradict. On daily, it's telling me sell, while on weekly is showing me uptrend, but we're having temporarily down. Monthly is telling me uptrend because we had this particular double bottom here. So, and on daily, he's saying otherwise. So I will not be taking any trade now until the market prove me, or until the market give me a reasonable place to buy from. So that is all about Euro USD. Let's quickly go over to GBP USD. GBP USD, same thing we have, because two of them are same correlated pair. The same thing here. If you understand structure, you can see that on monthly we broke this particular zone here. We broke it and close above it. That is a sign of strong bullishness in the market. You can see, let me pick it out from you guys. I'm still watching my time. I don't want this video to exceed at least 20 minutes. The market, this may not be the perfect one, but let me just void. The market made a pullback. He shoot up. He made a retracement. Then he broke this particular neckline. If this market don't want to continue going up, it shouldn't have taken away this particular high here, but it took away this particular high and closed above it with 2 month candle. 2 months candle. That is a strong bullish sign for us. So ideally, the market should at least come and give us a decent pullback. And after that decent pullback, ideally the market should make another high somewhere here. So and that is what I have picked out. You can see my zone is pretty much intact. I picked out my zone pretty much. You can see that this is my monthly. Let's come to weekly. You can see that on weekly, this was the high that the market broke out from, and the market came back for a retest. If you pull out our Fibonacci zone from swing low to swing high, let's pull out our Fibonacci zone and see what we have there. Fib retracement. We are doing based on weekly standpoint from swing low to swing high here. Okay. Now, ideally, the market can still fall more. But the Fibonacci now is not in any way aligned with what we are expecting next. Because what I'm expecting next is the market should just react to this particular zone here, this particular demand zone here, and from there we can have a buy up pending until when DXY will continue his downtrend momentum. If not, we will still be waiting. So what I told some of my fellow traders in Discord is that I said, look left, look what has happened here before. When the market got here, the market reacted here so many times here before the market finally shoot up. So the market can still do the same, while other people are calling this head and shoulder. The head here, left shoulder and right shoulder. So they are calling it inverse head and shoulder, that the market wants to reverse. Fine. I will, like I said, on this particular trade, I will be sitting on my hand until I see a proper confirmation that wants to buy. That is when I can now take a buy. So on this particular zone, you want to be waiting for a clean. You see, don't rush it. We can see that temporarily we are still bearish. Don't mind this a break of a little structure that break to the upside. Don't mind it. We are still temporarily bearish until we have something like this, where the range will be more of this particular zone here. We have a lot of range here, confirming that the market don't want to go down anymore. So, and from then the market shoot up. So if you have similar thing here, when the range is much like here also, then you should know that this is a right time to buy. And you should also wait for a nice chart pattern and a change of trend, confirming that that the temporary downtrend is over. So that is for now. That is on GBP/JPY. So on USDCHF, the same thing as DXY. There is no much talk here. You can see that the moment we got to this particular supply, also the market collapsed from there, and I am not so comfortable taking this trade. Then I let it go, and the market is still coming back again. So I will still be waiting. The week is just starting, so I'll still be waiting to see what happens next. But I'm still bearish on DXY. On GJ, I got in position on GJ. That was last week. I posted this, but it's quite unfortunate I couldn't do a recording. I called the move all the way from here, and I'm still expecting GJ to bleed more over, but what I'm expecting is GJ to get to this particular zone, but I don't think it will be possible. But I will just be locking my profit as time goes on. So because overall GJ is still bullish, but we are having a bearish phase for now. So I capitalize on the bearish movement to enter GJ. So that is what I have for you guys. Please do subscribe to my YouTube channel. I really want to be dropping weekly analysis, but the mic has held me back not to be consistent with it. And I've gotten the mic now. My laptop, the screen has just crashed. So you can see that is a period of a struggling trader, or a season of a struggling trader. It's not really easy. But I bet you that if you stay consistency and if you stay disciplined, that no matter the obstacles, no matter the challenges, you will figure it out, and you'll be one of the 5% of traders that is cashing out day in, day out. Those big traders, they didn't just make it overnight. It took them time, but they didn't give up. They stay consistent. A lot of challenge came up along the way, but they never gave up. They stay consistent, and that is why you see them on the top. So don't give up. Stay consistent, and we will see on the CPT, which I call the CPT, consistent profitable trader. I still remain your boy, the Legend FS Academy. But if you like the way I teach, please give me a thumbs up. And if you don't also like it, give me a dislike. But tell me in the comment box below what to do to improve in my next video. As you all know, no one knows it all. We are here to learn. You learn from me, I learn from you, until we attain the level which I call the CPT. Please subscribe to my YouTube channel and give me a like if you like it. Bye for now. We'll see you in the middle of the week when I will drop the analysis again. If any move in the market, because I am pretty sure that I will do another video. If I see any move in the market, I will do another video and update you guys. Bye for now. See you in the middle of the week. I remain your boy, the Legend FS Academy.